What's up, my dudes? Finally got the first W on PUBG. Shout out to the guys in this squad right here. These are just random YouTube fans that I invited, and we finally got it done, man. I'm telling you, I went off on them at the end, especially like the very last 3 or 4 kills. I'm talking, dude, I was putting them in the dirt, man. Had the M4 with the silencer. I was going off on them. Like, this is probably the best I've ever done in a shootout whatsoever in PUBG. It was cool that, like, my actual first win, it wasn't just like I died at the beginning or I got, like, you know, super carried or whatever. Like, at the very end, I mean, I was controlling the entire situation. Like, I killed like 5 people at the very end. Like, dude, it was crazy. But yeah, wow, man. Like, when you get that very first victory, I know it's in squads, but still, like I'm saying, it wasn't like I just totally got carried or somebody else got the last kill or whatever. I mean, it was to the point where like, there was a full team of 3 at the very end, and I shot like 4 or 5 dudes, knocked down 3 dudes in a row. I mean, it was crazy. And then the very last guy, he almost killed. There was 3 of us left. Okay, you guys will see it here. I'm just going to show you the full game, just all the looting stuff. But I'm just kind of telling you what happened before it happens here. Let's not tell you what happens before it happens. Let's just wait and get to that point. I'm just like so excited about it. I can't. Oh my gosh, man! I don't know. When I got that very first victory and it said chicken dinner, like, dude, I was just smiling. Like, that's all I could do was just smile. I was like, wow, that was sick. That was really fun. So we came over here to, what is this? Chimanga, whatever. I think we were the only ones to land here, so we got super looted. This was definitely a good thing. Sometimes when you land in a big bunch of people, it's just the odds of one of your teammates dying is pretty likely. And then when you lose one teammate, it's hard to make it to the end. So it was cool how we kept all 4 of our dudes for a pretty long time here. I think we got in like 3 or 4 little shootouts, man. I mean, it was cool. It was, you know, 3 or 4 little like full team-on-team battles. Dude, it got hectic at the end. I wasn't actually recording the live gameplay with the audio of the dudes that were in there talking. That would have been cool if I could have recorded that, but you just never know when you're going to get that first win. So it's one of those things, like, if I'm recording every single game, I'm going to have like 5 million terabytes worth of footage on my PC that can't hold that at all. But yeah, dude, that M4, best gun in the game without a doubt. Without a doubt. I can get right on target. It doesn't matter if they're moving left to right, forward to backwards, north, south. It doesn't even matter, dude. Face down, ass up, it don't even matter. Like, I can put them down quick. You know, it's with the M4, I don't have to worry really about the recoil of it. Don't have to worry about you know, the AK. Like, I mean, you got to be real steady with your aiming with the AK. You got to really time your shots out. With the M4, you can just shoot it just about as fast as you want to shoot it on semi-auto. You really can, and still be on target. You know what I mean? You can just be like, do, and still be right there on target. So, man, that gun is beast, dude. And then with the silencer on top of everything else, oh my gosh, but the final kill, though, was insane. I'm just going to give you guys a little tip into kind of what it was. Like, dude threw a grenade. I was like so close to dying. It like blew me back out like 1 sliver of health. He nearly took down our whole team, and it was just crazy. But you guys will see it here in a second. But like, the whole like work up to it was crazy too. Like, from the time that there was maybe 20 people to all the way to the very end, it was hectic. I mean, we were in a gunfight pretty much the entire time. Just constant, you know, dudes across the hill over here shooting at us and us shooting back at them. And then it was just, I mean, it was just crazy. You know, it wasn't like we just didn't see anybody and then drove right to the middle at the very end and then killed the dudes. Like, I mean, we were on an all-out warfare battle for like probably 15 minutes, you know, just back and forth. So, yeah, getting her looted up here in this one city. I know a lot of people, they probably don't show like the full game. They just show you the most interesting parts where you're really just right there shooting at the people. But I think it's cool. It builds it up a little bit when you show the full game. You show kind of, you know, going to this place, getting fully looted up, and then you really get to the spot. I think it's a lot more cool like that than just showing you the like a highlight reel. I don't know. I mean, that's cool too at certain times, but I think it's cool to show the full gameplays like this as well. So yeah, so this Tyler dude over here is actually, his name is Cole, but he's just a random dude, random fan that I've just been playing PUBG with quite a bit here recently. And it's so funny. He's always the guy that dies first. He's probably going to slay me for saying this in this video, but he's that guy that always dies first, you know. He kind of goes like full send it mode and gets slayed pretty much every time. And in this gameplay, we all lasted for quite a while. We were going pretty good, and we were driving in the vehicle, and you guys will see what happens on that here in a minute. But let's just say history repeats itself. So, yeah, and then the other dudes, I think I might have played with Dominic once, and then the other guy, I don't really know him hardly at all. I think this is his first time playing with us here. So, yeah, man, it's seriously, though, like I just invite random fans, completely random fans, like never talked to these people in my life before, and all of a sudden we're squatted up on PUBG. like that's what it is. Now it's going to be really cool when I get my first solo win. That'll be a cool thing. And to some of you guys that are like, oh, you're not special, Spencer, we've all won a game. Like, dog, I've got like maybe 20 hours into it. Like, I barely play this game. Like, barely. I've had it for a little while now, but I haven't been playing it. I mean, it's one of those things I just now got back into playing it, like maybe 3 times a week, but there for a while I didn't play it for like 3 months, like at all. So yeah, still fairly new to it, so that's what makes it cool to finally get the first win. And then the first solo win's gonna be sick. That'll be a spot when it gets really cool. I think I traded Tyler down here for silenced. I think I traded him the Mini 14 with an 8 times for an AR silencer, so that's what gave me the M4. Dude, I'll take that M4 over anything. Anything in the game, I will take an M4 over that. I don't care what it is. Like, I can do anything with that M4. It is so versatile. You can go full auto, shoot people right up in your grill. You can go semi-auto with an 8 times, shoot them like a damn sniper. You can put the 4 times on it and slay, absolutely slay at a medium range, or you can just put the red dot on it and just absolutely destroy people at a close to medium range. Man, it's one of those guns where it feels like your shots just hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was knocking people down and couldn't even like, I couldn't even believe it. I mean, it was crazy. Like, there'd be 4 or 5 people running across my screen, and I would just pull out the M4 and just have it on semi-automatic and just be like, doo-doo, 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 just like that right there. Just shoot a couple times, and then, like, 3 dudes would be knocked down within 5 seconds. It's an insane gun, man. Now I see why it's a lot more rare to find the M4. It seems like you find that stupid M16 way more than you do the M4. And of course, the M16 can't go full auto; it can only go burst and semi-auto. But I just don't even like the way the M16 really shoots. I don't know. That M4 just, man, it's got a good feeling to it. The AK, like I'm saying, maybe a little bit more powerful. It's not maybe, it is a little bit more powerful, but good Lord, that thing kicks like a mule, bro. So we're just now about to get out of this little area right here, fully looted, dude. We're looted to the hilt. I don't think I actually had anything level 3, but I think I was, this is where I came over here and traded this dude, I think, for the silencer. And then, my luck, I go over here in this other building and find another AR suppressor. Like, good Lord, man. And I think I found another M4, like, right after I traded him all this stuff for the silencer. I went over there and found one, like, 5 seconds later. That was fine. I wasn't really wanting an 8 times. I mean, it was okay to give it to him. I think he might have had a car or something, so he could have used it more. But, man, I don't know. Especially when that circle starts getting in further, man, I just like that either 4 times or red dot on the M4. Can't get any better than that, in my opinion. It just can't. And then, like, possibly have an AK for backup or something like that. It's always good to have another gun with more ammunition just in case you totally run out. Oh, and on top of everything else, at the end of this match right here, pretty sure that I was, like, down to, like, my very last bullets in the M4. Like, I mean, it was so crazy when you add in all of the parts to the situation of the game. It was just unreal. I mean, it was like craziest. It's a crazy victory. Not only is it my first one, but even just for any victory, it was a crazy victory here, is what I'm saying. You know, it was like, it would have been a crazy victory for anybody, for all things considered. Just the battle we got in going up to, it was like going uphill, and then nearly all of us died at the very end, and man, it was just crazy. And I knew right when to push. I knew right there at the very end, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get some balls and get aggressive and do this thing, man. And it worked out for the better. But, yeah, all I could do was just smile, man, when I got that first victory. I'm really going to smile when I get that solo victory, though. Yeah, right here we got caught off by the zone there a little bit. We're like, oh, God. But, yeah, dude, we were looted up to the hilt, man. Ready to do some war with these guys. But, yeah. Definitely a shout out to the dudes for sure. They, we're making a joke after I did this that I was going to make a video on this gameplay right here, my first win, and say that, oh, I just carried these dudes. Man, they were holding me back. They really weren't, though. They were putting in work, too, for sure. It's just right there at the very end. I would definitely say I was the guy that pulled us through it, you know, got us through it. But from that, like, medium point all the way to the end point, they were definitely guarding certain areas and keeping us alive. I don't know if I even ever went down here. I might have once. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know a couple times it got real close, but I'm telling you guys, shit's about to heat up like a hot pocket, bro. Just wait. Shit is about to heat up. I think we get to the whole other side on a little rock cliff over there, and then we get in a little battle right up here. Then I think we end up completely running from those guys and then get in a totally different battle. But yes, I apologize for this running simulator. Obviously, you guys can skip to the end if you want to. But yeah, it just kind of, it builds it up, though. It's like, dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum. You know, getting to that first victory. But I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have had a million victories in this game. The game's been out for a while, but I've not played the game that long. So, yeah, it was definitely a cool experience here. Just working our way around. Oh, that was some awesome loot in that little shack. Oh, boy. What was I doing? Maybe there was something in there. What? I couldn't see anything at all. So, yeah, I think I only ended up getting actually 5 kills in this game, 3 headshots, but I'm pretty sure there was multiple occasions where I knocked dudes and then teammates killed the dudes that I knocked. So, theoretically, it's more of probably like a 7-8 kill game, something like that, than it is a 5. You know, sometimes you can kind of it cannot be an accurate representation of how many people you actually put down. So either way, the bombs are going off. We're trying to figure out where we're going to run right here. So the first half was definitely pretty chill, pretty silent, not a whole lot of action, but she's going to ramp up. I was like, what the hell is that big white thing? Looks like a damn, like a bed sheet up there on those rocks. I don't know. That looked kind of weird. But, dude, I was just waiting on it, man. I almost got a victory with my old high school buddy. We was playing on here doing duos like a day or two before this. And we made it all the way to the end. This is my first time playing with him, too. This is what was crazy. It's the first time playing with the guy. I was like, oh, dude, you want to play some PUBG? Old high school buddy. We've been through it all, dude. But in real life, you know, not just like gaming sense. Anyways, it was our first gameplay, and we got all the way in duos. I think there was like maybe one other team left in duos, and we were on a tree. It was on the original map. He ended up getting shot. He ended up going down on the tree, and then I couldn't like move back behind the tree because his down body was like right there on the tree. So then I got hung up and stuck, and then I got shot, and we didn't win that one. That would have been sick to have had that as the first victory, but it's cool to get the first victory on squads. I could have done it on solos. I mean, if I'd have sat there and just grinded solos out, like, yes, I could have had victories by now, but I just chill play this game. The only game that I play hardcore is MX Simulator. That's the only game that I really go hard in. Like, every other game I really just kind of, I mean, I'm competitive, but I don't play it like a pro should, like the amount a pro should be playing it. You know, the only game I really do that somewhat with is MX Simulator. Every other game, it's not as, but I do want to get more serious with this game. I want to try to, you know, get better at it and try to have some cool gameplay, some cool live commentary stuff coming in the future, and I think that'll be really cool. But yeah, I got up on these rocks right here. Hills Have Eyes, baby. That movie was insanity when it first came out, and the second one, the second Hills Have Eyes movie looks very, very similar to this map right here. So that's kind of what gives me that thought there. That's going old school though, dude. They should come out with another one of those Hills Have Eyes movies. Okay, so you see this team over here to the left, straight ahead. I think the dudes were calling those guys out right about now, and I could see a couple of them running. And then I spotted these dudeskies team that was way, way out. You can see those dudes a little bit right over there across the little fence, little guardrail thing right there on the road. They were way out there, not worth shooting at all. Those dudes were up on the rocks right here. So we're about to get in a little gun battle right here. Just wait for it. I don't think I shot at those dudes at all. So they got over there in the trucks. We had a really good advantage on these guys over here in the rocks. They didn't have hardly any cover. So now I started spotting some of these dudes. We're just kind of calling it out back and forth, trying to see exactly where they were. We didn't know how many was over here. So, you know, we didn't know if there was 4 people, 2 people, 1 person. So we realized those dudes were taking off. So we're like, screw that. We're not going to shoot them. Now she's about to heat up. Now we're getting there, boy. Man, I love that silencer on that M4, dude. So now I started taking a couple shots, I think. We were like, okay, if you have a silencer, go ahead and start shooting. But if you don't, then don't. I don't know if I got a hit right there at all. Yeah, I did. One hit on him, or 2 maybe. One of my other teammates might have hit him, so we were still pretty undercover right here. I don't know if somebody without a silencer has shot yet, but now I think it started getting, well, we just started going off on them. So I started seeing 2 more. I was like, okay, these dudes are over here on the right. We got to start shooting. It was right at that range, hit him once right there, right at that range where, like, it seemed like all of your bullets were missing by just a hair. You know, they were just far enough away where it was like your bullets were just barely missing. You had to lead it a little bit more than you thought. Good Lord, missing some shots there. Okay, yeah, they kind of dip behind that little valley, little crest over the hill. Seen that dude running right there. Tried to shoot him, so the bullet's just a little bit behind. I think all of us were shooting now. All of us were like hawk mode on these guys. We had way better positions though. That's for, look at all the bullet spots you can see hitting around that guy. There's like five fucking dust spots popping up on that dude. And they start throwing smokes. These guys sucked, by the way. I don't know what they were doing. So like at least 3 of us dudes, or 2 of us had silencers and 2 of us didn't. So I don't know how much we were actually still concealed here, but those 2 dudes were up on the rocks, so I think we actually had a really good position going. Like, we were really good as far as them not really knowing where we were. Then we saw the zone coming in. Those dudes started running. I was like, dude, I'm going to run back, see if I can't kill a couple of these guys real quick. And then I think I ended up changing my mind. I was like, whatever, we'll just go to them. Dudes kind of hid back in their cave over there, so I had to follow these guys. So now we're getting to the fun part. that was the first little shoot off. Wasn't anything big. I don't even think I ever even got shot at. I was just behind that rock right there. But now we're getting her going. So that zone is coming up on our hind end us like pretty much instantly. You can see it right there coming in. So now I think I actually did take an energy drink, I'm pretty sure. We had a ways to go, too. It wasn't no joke, man. We had a ways to go. So it looks like we got 1 full team further out and then 1 full team to the left, 44 alive, so pretty much half the dudes still here. Seems like on the squad you get way more people that actually join versus just like a lot of times in solos, you'll join in and it'll be like 80 people, and then you'll have, you know, a lot of them die at the very beginning or leave or whatever. But on squads, it seems like you really have more of a game a lot of times. More people are actually in the game. So, as you can see, I was slacking right here, dude. Spencer Turley, snail pace, dog. Way behind everybody. So I think this is where we actually found the vehicle. So, yeah, if this wasn't my first win, I would not be going through this entire gameplay like this. I just wouldn't, but I feel like it's a special occasion, you know what I'm saying, dog? And we almost won the game after this, too. I almost went from, like, 0 wins to 2 wins in a row. That was crazy. The second game, we got down to the very tip end. It was like all 4 of us were alive. We got in some crazy shootouts. Made it all the way to where there's, like, 1 other team left, I think. 1 or 2 other teams. And I started shooting, saw a dude before he ever saw me, shot right on his head like 4 times. He had a level 3 helmet, and all of a sudden he just, like, randomly just whips his controller around, or not his controller, his mouse, good lord. Some people actually use a controller on PC of this game, believe it or not. I don't know how the hell they do that, but some people do that. But he flicked his mouse around and shot me no scope, like directly killed me in 0.5 seconds, no scope in the head, but it was like mid-range and I was behind a tree. I was like, what the fuck? That dude really seemed like a hacker. I definitely reported his ass. That was questionable, man. I mean, just like instantly snapped to my head, but he wasn't aiming at all. He just like whipped over, shot, but I was like mid-range behind a tree. Like, how do you just no-scope somebody mid-range behind a tree and kill him with the first shot? I was like, what is this, dude? So either way, potentially could have won 2 in a row if there wasn't like either I guess that was Shroud or it was a hacker, whichever one, you know what I'm saying? You know, we could have won 2 there, but now we get hairy here, boys. Now we get some fun going. Okay. Pretty sure we had everybody in the northern hemisphere shooting at us in this van right here. Yeah, scary times, dog. Okay, so Cole, the guy I was talking about before, he gets shot out. He was the driver. He's the first guy to go. Typical, bro. He's the guy that always dies first. Of course, he's the guy that first gets shot out of the vehicle. I was sticking completely out of the side of the van right here. I got hit a couple times, but he was all the way in the driver's seat. They shot him out. Maybe they were trying to target him to, you know, slow the vehicle down. Not really sure, but we were still getting lit up, dude. From all angles. I'm talking all angles, man. Everywhere. So I was just sitting here in the actual chat when we were doing this. I was just like, go, 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 go. Like I just sat there and constantly was saying that like over and over and over and over and over. I was like, go, 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 go. I don't know how this van didn't get blown up, dude. We probably got shot at least 100 times in this van right here. Either way, I was like, dude, let's park it. We're smoky. We need to get some health going here. So parked us off in this little encampment, a little bit of ways away from everybody, so we had a second to regroup ourselves. So now we're 3 alive, me, Dominic, and this other dude. Okay. So now we just kind of letting the other dudes think some teams were battling it out up the hill. Then up here, ended up spotting a team coming across that big crest hill over there to the far left. They started coming around. You can see them. I don't know when exactly I spotted them, but now she gets hairy, boy. Now she gets real. Right here. Yeah, right here. I think I started seeing a dude jumping up over the hill. I was like, okay, this is going to be a battle, because they started heading right directly down to us. I mean, they were coming to us like they were being chased, and it actually looks like it now on that other team that was to the right of them over there. Looks like they were actually being hunted down by them, being pushed towards us. Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize those one dude's over there. There's 2 teams on that hillside. All I was seeing was these dudes to the left. But, yeah, I was taking some super far shots right here. That might not have should have wasted my ammo like that. Got really close to hitting some of these guys here, but little far for that M4 with the 4 times on it. And they were kind of running like a little bit faster downhill, so a little bit harder to hit them, but they were coming right to us, and I was like, okay, dudes, we need to get prepared, because they're coming down the mountain. When she comes, They were coming for us, man. Actually, I don't really know if they were coming for us. I don't even know if they realized we were over here. I was popping shots with the silencer. I'm always the first guy that can shoot because I had the silencer. So we were still somewhat incognito, you know, not super just like getting a ton of attention drawn to us. But so I saw this dude, peek this dude coming to the left. That was good movement for me to come around the backside and see this guy over here instead of just staying tunnel vision. So he came over here behind the hay bales. I was like, okay, everybody get over here. They're all coming to the hay bales. Trying to do some farming action, dude. Cattle boy. Oh, look at this. So now, dudes are peeking off of the hay bales. Shot this dude. He's down. Went ahead and ended his life. Right there. See, that was an occasion where dude actually ended up getting the kill, even though I knocked the guy, I think. So, if I would have somehow got all the kills, I probably would have had like 10 kills this game or something, but it's all good, dog. So, we had some dude with a sniper way up top. I think it's that, Renegade, some dude up there. He was popping shots, still had the dudes coming from the left on us. Oh my god, man, voice is coming out. I'm doing like a full-blown commentary here, man. Woo! Got to get that tea going, baby. Hold up, boy. Okay, so I actually figured out how to turn off the thing that shows where the enemy players are here in the spectator mode, so you guys don't know where all the enemies are. I guess you can always look on the map, but it won't be super obvious. I think it makes it look a little bit more realistic here. So, yeah, we were just kind of working our way up around the right side over here, trying to stay away from the zone. What we got really lucky here, though, because it seemed like all the other guys seemed to be shooting at each other more than at us. Now, there was some dudes that did start to peek over the hill over to the left over here, and we also finally caught up to this dude over here to the right. I think he was the guy that was sniping us. Put him in the dirt real quick, and then had one dude kind of low health from that. Started kind of looking over here to the left, and they peeked right over the hill. We just almost got taken out right here before we even got up to the top. We were kind of trying to stay low where we didn't get right into all that super hot combat zone. You know, we're just kind of letting them dudes take each other out. Okay, just slowly working our way up. Slowly working our way up. Shit gets hairy as fuck right here. Because there's like basically no cover for us either. Okay, yeah, we got super shots coming in. All the dudes over the hill trying to get some shots off. One shot to the neck. They got one of us down outside of the zone. That dude was like, oh, just leave me. So I had to come out here and just, you know, try to pull all the attention to me. For whatever reason, those dudes ran all the way back around the hill. They could have slayed us right here if they would have stayed shooting at us. But they kind of pussied out and went back down the hill. So we were able to totally heal up, get our guy up right here. I was trying to play that good teammate mode, getting out there trying to, you know, put all the attraction on me while he was getting him up. And Chad, I was like, dude, get him up. But I was like thinking they would be out there trying to shoot us, but they weren't. If they were trying to shoot us, I would have just been shooting full auto trying to, you know, attract some attention to us. But so they were still kind of peeking, sneaking and dissing, you know what I'm saying, dog? Still kind of aiming over the hill. They had way better cover than we did. We didn't even really have cover right here. We were just kind of laying down, hoping for the best. All we could really do. So, yeah, still kind of having some dudes over there. Shot him a couple times, kind of keeping them held back there. Man, that dude must have just been barely over the hill. I had 40 shots. Look at my ammo right here. This is when I realized, oh, okay, this is getting real. I can't be shooting at stuff that I can't 100% hit. Like, it was getting to that super survival instinct mode. Like, okay, I was using some bandages right here. It was getting gnarly, dude. Crazy. So, okay, we got 11 alive. Still had that dude over there on the hill. Finally got up to this rock. Okay, here's where I went off on him, bro. So they had the smoke. Boom, boom, boom. Took him down. Okay. Got him down right there. Stayed ballsy, though. Didn't just hide behind that rock. Got out in the open. Boom, 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 boom. Put him down. Boom, 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 boom. Put him down. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Put him in the dirt. Oh my God, man. Slayed pretty much that whole team right there. They were trying to run across. It's all about knowing that map, dude. They had to run that way, you know? And if I'd have just got a lot of people in this game, they get scared and just stay behind a rock and try to keep themselves safe. You got to get ballsy in this game, man. You got to get ballsy with a lot of things in life. At the right time, though. That's the whole trick. You got to get aggressive at the exact right time. So we had one guy left. He was throwing nades at us over here. I think I threw a stun for absolutely no reason. Thought it was a smoke. Rookie mistake. So he was throwing grenades. Didn't know exactly where he was. We were like, dude, we got this. You know, there's 3 of us versus 1 of him. We're about to win this thing, baby. About to get the first W. And then all of a sudden, he throws a smoke. Let's see, we were kind of rolling around this rock right here. He had to come to us. We had the zone on our favor, on our side right here. Grenade comes in, blows me out of the water. I've got 1% health right here, takes out one of our other dudes. He's down. I'm thinking, dude, this guy's going to take all of us out. He's going to clutch. I'm not going to get my first win. That's what I was thinking. I was healing up. This dude's kind of behind the rock. I'm like, fuck it, boys. We're getting ballsy. I'm going out here. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Switching Turley for the first win, dude. Yeah. Slayed him. Was I not slaying at the end, though, dude? That was some pro-level shit, man. 21 shots left in this puppy. That's all I had. 21 shots left. That is some gaming right there, dude. That's some putting in work, dude. Put all them one dudes down. That one team over there. Some of my teammates were playing it a little bit more on the safe side. You know, if I wouldn't have came out right there and started really shooting those guys, we would have had to hide more behind this rock and wouldn't have been able to come out here and play aggressive like we did, you know. So it was cool that I kind of opened up that door. Sometimes you just gotta not be scared to get out there and get you some, you know. That's kind of what it comes down to. You don't always want to play it safe. You want to risk it when you think you can get more reward out of it than the negative potential from it. You know, that's when you got to risk it. But either way, man, that's the first win. Shout out to Dominic. Me and him was both alive here still. So, yeah, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.